Hi guys and welcome to our Google Plus Hangout here at the first day of the starting of the season in the Allianz Arena. As you can see, it's raging around here because what just finished behind me was the presentation of the entire new team, including all the newbies like Reina and Lewandowski and Rode and of course Bernat. With me right here are two of our World Cup stars. We have Jerome Boateng, who of course just won a small thing called the World Cup, and we have the revelation star of the U.S. team right here with us, Julian Green. We might be joined later by Arjen Robin, but for now, we're here with these boys and also with some fans from all over the world. We have fans from Mexico, from Indonesia, from India, let's see, from Canada, and from London in the UK. We're going to go around and have them ask these guys their questions because this should not only be a special day for the team, starting off as a new group, as a new squad, but also for the fans who are all over the world. As you can see right here, there's happening something behind me. An all-star game is just about to start between the Bayern Munich All-Stars and the Manchester United Legends. You might remember that these guys had a little encounter back in 1999, and this might be the friendly revenge. Let's see how the match ends tonight. But first of all, we want to head over the stage to our Mexican fans right there. Hi, guys.
Hi, how you doing? What's up?
Do you want to
My name
say
is Daniel.
hi to the players?
Yeah, okay. Hi, Julian. Hi, Jerome. My name is
Hi.
Daniel.
Good.
Hi.
How are you?
How you doing?
Good.
Good, and you?
Very good. Also. Okay, so let me just tell you, we're from Mexico. We are representing our fan club. It's called FC Bayern Mexico. It's the biggest club of Bayern outside Germany. And we are over 5,000 fans in Mexico that are supporting the team. What do you think?
That's amazing. I think you have a good question to start off for Julian right here.
Okay, yes, oh, we have a problem. We have a question for Julian. The question is, what do you expect for the next season? For your next season with the Bayern Munich? What are your goals, or what do you expect to do the next season?
Yeah, of course. My goal is that I can play for Bayern Munich. I'm a young player. I grew up near Munich, so Bayern Munich was always my club, and yeah, I'm proud to have the chance to play for this team.
You haven't gotten any Bundesliga minutes so far.
No.
Are you hoping that that amazing goal that you scored in the World Cup might get you some Bundesliga action?
I hope.
We got our fingers crossed
Yeah.
for you. Okay, we will go over to Canada now because they have another question for you concerning this one goal that we just talked about. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
You had a question for Julian too.
Yeah, I would be curious to know, Julian, what was the first thought you had in mind when you scored your goal at the World Cup? The very first thing.
The first thought was we have to score the second goal. It was my first thought. And yeah, the second thought was awesome. I scored a goal on the World Cup. But my first thought was we have to score that second goal that we go through the overtime.
That's a lot of focus.
Okay, let's talk to Damo G now. He's in India.
Yeah,
Hi.
guys. Hi Jerome. Hi Julian.
Hi.
He's a little low. You can hear him. Can you speak up a bit?
Yeah, hi Jerome. Hi Julian.
Hi.
This is Tom from India.
I heard you have a question for Jerome right here.
Yeah, Jerome, first of all, congratulations for winning the World Cup.
Thank
Best
you.
wishes to you. It's been brilliant. You know, as I was supporting Argentina in the final, but you know, best wishes for winning it. Anyways, I have a question for you. You've been playing in a number of positions in the back four, from the left back when you were at Manchester City, then at centre back as well, then right wing back. So, what do you think is the toughest position to play in the defensive back line?
What is, sorry, the last word, what? What is the best
The
position for
toughest.
me? Ah, the
What
toughest.
is the toughest?
Yeah, I think for me, because I'm right-footed, it's difficult to play on the left side, but I did it 4 years ago, and now I'm happy that I play in the center. Sometimes I defend on the right side, but I feel more comfortable in the center back.
Okay, and with Philip Lahm, when he'll hang up his boots, so do you see yourself featuring in the center back position or in the right wing back role?
No, I still see my side in the central position, and manager already know.
Thanks, Jerome. Thanks.
Thank
You
you.
had a question for Julian too, right?
Yeah, I had a question for Julian. First of all, congratulations. A
Thank you.
fantastic goal in the World Cup.
Thank you.
And best wishes for the coming season.
Thank you.
Now, you know, it's tough breaking into the Bayern Munich starting 11. So what would you personally do in the training sessions to make Pep feel that you are ready for a starting 11 spot?
Yeah, I do my best in every training session. I want to show the team and the coach that I can score goals, not just only in the World Cup, but also in an official game for Bayern Munich. That's my goal for the next season.
Okay, best wishes, Julian,
Thank
for
you.
the coming season.
Great. Let's jump to London now. Let's talk to Torsten. He's got quite a
Hi,
bunch
guys.
of guys over there. Hi,
Hi.
Hi there.
Torsten.
We are from the fan club Red Dragons London. Congratulations to the World Championship winner, Jerome. And hello, Julian.
Hello.
Hi. We actually had a question on for Julian. And apparently, how is it to train under Pep Guardiola? And can you actually imagine to wear someone a lederhosen?
Yeah, of course he's a top coach. He's an awesome coach. I feel his trust, and it's very important to have the trust from the coach when you're a young player. And I want to repay the trust. And of course, I want to wear this lederhosen. Wiesn is coming, so I have to wear this.
You're looking forward to it.
Yes.
Are you
Awesome.
forced to wearing lederhosen? You
Yeah.
don't seem too happy about it.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, come on.
Then Greg would actually like to ask a question on Jerome. Thank you very much, Julian.
You're welcome.
Hello, Jerome. First of all, congratulations for the World Cup. Really great performance. As a Bayern fans, we all really trust in you as our defender. Therefore, it's a common three-part question from me. First of all, Jerome, how do you find who is the most dangerous striker you have played against ever? Then, second part is, do you feel any relief after Lewandowski coming to our side, so you don't have to compete against him?
Can you hear me?
And then,
Hello?
I'd love to ask you, Jerome, how do you manage to react against players who are diving in front of you? Because basically you're a very strong player, and how do you manage with this? Thank you very much.
First of all, I think the best striker in the world who I played is Lionel Messi still. He's like a genius, and I'm of course very happy that Lewandowski is now on our team because he's one of the best strikers in Europe. And for the last question, yes, of course you are angry and mad when somebody tried to dive and get a penalty.
Thank you, Jerome. I used to be defender as well, so I know how it feels.
He had to ask. I have a question. about the World Cup. Somebody on the internet, because we had a little Q&A app going on Google Plus too. Martin asked if you think that winning the World Cup affects the mood in your team, like in Bayern Munich. Is it different now because there were so many players on the German squad?
Different. I think it's a positive sign. We win the World Cup. We are like 6, 7 players from Bayern Munich, so we come with a good confidential feeling to the club, and now we want to go on and have success with the team like always.
Okay. How do you feel about that final now that it's almost a month ago? Is the rush still there, or is it like normal life?
We had 3 weeks off, and now we are back here in the stadium, and it's great to see that all the people come to see us, to see the whole team, and we had a congratulation performance from the whole stadium, so that's an amazing feeling.
If I won the World Cup, I think I would just be cleaning the dishes, singing "We are the champions." I could not stop thinking about it. Do you sleep okay? Do you think about it all the time, or is it something that's just normal now?
Because it was so quick. We won the final. The next few hours we were celebrating. The next hour we were flying over to Berlin. After Berlin, you have to think about the flights with your family to the vacation. Then you are at vacation with your family. So now when I'm back and have time for me, then I start to realize what really happened the last few months.
And it's incredible, I guess, right?
Yes, for sure. That's why I want to take some time for it.
That's great. Well, we have somebody in Indonesia who we want to talk to. There's quite a lot of people there. Hey, Paul. Do you hear us?
Hi.
Do you hear us? Hi.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi.
Do you have a question for our players?
Yeah, we're fine. We're good. Yes, we have a question for Jerome.
Yes.
Go ahead.
For Boateng.
Yes.
He's listening.
What is your favorite training program with Pep Guardiola?
What did you say?
What are training sessions like with Pep?
Okay. It's a lot with the ball, and I think every player is happy that we train a lot with the ball, and you can see it at the game. We like to have the ball and make position game, so we are comfortable with the ball.
I hear he's a lot more involved in the training than most other trainers. Have you seen a transition from Heinkes to Pep?
Yeah, I mean, Heinkes is a little bit older. He don't train. He trained with us. I think Pep, he likes to play sometimes the rondo with us. So it's fun to have a trainer who's always involved in the training. But with Heinkes, he's an older guy, and with a lot of experience, it was also a great experience for the whole team.
Do you think did he acknowledge or did he recognize you guys coming back with the World Cup title, or is it just normal business as usual?
I think he was for Spain, of course, but after Spain was out, I think because we had most of the players from Germany, we were like 6, 7, so I think he supported us also.
You were second choice, though.
Yeah, but it's okay. We made it, so.
Okay, you had a little picture that you wanted to show, even though Arjen Robin isn't here. Maybe you can still show it to us? Oh, upside down.
Yeah.
Can you tell us the story of that picture?
When Arjen Robin come to Indonesia, we go to the stadium.
Wait. Sorry to interrupt you. I'm just being told that he's still to come. So let's save the story until later. And do you have another question for Julian, maybe?
Yeah. What is your expectation for this?
We've got quite some action going on here. All stars are just starting to play.
What is your expectation for this season, Julian?
Yeah, of course. My expectation is that I want to play for this team. I know it's a lot of work. I'm a young player, so yeah, I have to give my best and yeah, try my best every training session.
Okay. Good
Okay.
luck. Good luck.
So you guys should all get your questions ready for Robin, who's coming later. But maybe we can go back to Mexico because you guys seem to have a lot of questions there.
Yeah, we have a lot of questions.
Mexico.
This one is for Jerome. Well, let me congratulate you also for the World Cup. My question is, Byron always seems to be a big family of the pitch. You always get along very well with each other, and you seem to be friends always. Do you think that this affects the way that you play together in the field, the chemistry, and the way that you play very good? And also, which would you say is your best friend or your best friends in the squad, in the FC Bayern team? And who is your
I didn't understand the
That's
first
me.
question.
Okay, I'll translate. But this one's for both of you, I guess, because they were saying that there's quite, or that you can see that there's a lot of chemistry between the players, and if that might be contributing, or if you think that's sort of your secret to success, that you guys have really good chemistry, that you actually, like, lots of you guys hang around together in your private time.
I think we have a lot of friends in the club. Not everybody is best friends, but we have for everybody respect, and I think, yeah, we always go to the same way. So that's the key point. And at the German team, I think the whole World Cup was a great experience for everybody, and everybody gives his best. And at the end, I think it was the whole team who won the World Cup, not only the players.
We have somebody right here next to us. He's the official stadium announcer here at the Allianz Arena. And he's just explaining to the fans around us what we're doing right here. And I really hope he might get them to cheer for us. Maybe they want to say hello. Whoa!
Whoa.
Oh. I think you missed most of it because it happened behind the cameras. They did a wave for you. He's just explaining what we're doing. He's actually been here. They say that he's been here forever. He's actually been at the game that they're replaying behind us. He was there in Barcelona in 1999 when the thing happened that went on to be called the mother of all defeat. Hope that doesn't happen again today. I don't know if you can see the Laola. It's going all the way around back. It kind of always sighs off before getting into the corner where you could see it. Anyhow, we have some questions that came in through our Q&A app. Ismael asked that you played in the Premier League and now you're playing in the Bundesliga. Do you still think that the Premier League is the best international or national league, or are we catching up with them?
No, I think it's a difficult question. Last year, Real Madrid won the Champions League. Before, it was two German teams in the Champions final. I think all leagues are close together. You can't tell really who's the strongest league. I think Bundesliga, the Premier League, and Spain are the strongest league in the world.
Wait, you have to say that because of your coach, right?
No.
He's going to force you to wear lederhosen if you don't say
No, it's my opinion, really.
Okay, and I have a personal one for you. You just did the U.S. tour with a team, right? And you had to play against the MLS All-Stars. Was it weird at all to play against the players that you were just a month ago still playing alongside and fighting for the World Cup?
No, it was not weird. It was a nice feeling to see the guys again because we were like 7 weeks together, and in the 7 weeks we get very close together. So it was nice to see them again.
So no rivalries there.
No.
Good, no hard feelings. That's good to know. And there's been a lot of talk about how the performance of the U.S. team has transformed the image of football or soccer in the U.S. Did you feel that at all when you were over there?
Yeah, of course. I think the soccer has finally arrived in the U.S. How you see it during the World Cup, there were so many fans watching our games. It was just awesome. So I think, yeah, the soccer is getting bigger and bigger every year.
How come it took so long, though?
I don't know.
It's
Maybe because the NBA and NHL and NFL, they're important too. So it's hard.
They're such a big sports nation. If you've ever seen them celebrate sports, they won't pass an opportunity to party or root for a team.
It's hard to say why soccer isn't so popular like NFL and NBA. But how I say, I think it's getting bigger and bigger every year, and I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, and we want to pick Mexico back up because they asked you about the family feeling, sort of, if it made you, or if you thought that it contributed to the success of the team, that you guys all got along really well, or apparently so. We don't know what goes on the inside, but do you think that's key to the success of the team, that there's good chemistry? Here. Fire.
Yeah, of course. It's important, how Jerome said, that everybody is good with each other, and that's how it is. So you have to be a team, and yeah, we are a team.
That's good. That's how it should be. Maybe we can go back to Canada.
Hi, guys.
Alles klar, okay. Wir können ja, alles klar. Okay, one last question for you. Then I have to let these two guys off the hook. And then we're going to prepare a little surprise. But I'm not telling you just what it is. So, one question maybe for the both of them, or just one of them.
Perhaps, Jerome, I wanted to know, since you joined FC Bayern, how has your game changed? Is there something that improved a lot?
Yes, I think every year I improved because of the different coaches. First, Pankis, he gave me a lot of tips, and I learned from his experience. And second part, I think Pep Guardiola also in the tactical stuff and with the ball. So I think it's getting better every year.
For passing movement?
Yeah, everything. Passing, movement, with the head, running, and there's a lot what you can do better.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You still want to get better.
Sure.
You're already world champion. Where else do you want to go? Okay, I'm letting you guys off the hook, but before, you have to sign this little beauty, which we're going to raffle when we finish. As you might know, if you've been following us on social media, we've been using the hashtag FCBDay1 in order for people to submit their questions, and for people who are in the stadium to talk about what's happening and what they're seeing and how their experience is being. So if you submit a picture, a selfie of you celebrating the team with the hashtag FCBDay1, you will be able to win this shirt, which is not just only a shirt. It will be signed by these two, and if Arjen shows up, he's gonna put something on there too. Okay, there's even a smiley on there. Thank you guys so much. Let's show this to the fans. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. I thought I could leave you off the hook, but we also have a scarf. So we have this, which we're also going to sign and raffle between all the people who submit their picture with the hashtag FCBDay1. Maybe you on the other side. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking the time to sit down with us, and have a great season.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Okay, so as I told you, these shirts and the scarf will be raffled between the people who submit a picture with the hashtag FCBDay1. Just take the best selfie you can think of and send it to us. I want to take some time to talk about your fan clubs because a lot of you guys are there's so much happening around here. Lots of you guys have fan clubs around the world, and I think it's a great initiative, and I want to know how you celebrate fandom around the world. So let's just start with Michelle in Canada, because you seem to have a really nice setup around there.
Yeah, we've been active for 4 years now. We've been organizing viewings for the games. We registered as a fan club a couple of years ago, and what we do basically is viewing games as often as possible. And we were especially active during the final stages of the Champions League and the World Cup. And we have around 100 members now. And the people who come to the games is several hundred people. We had to turn people back at the World Cup final.
That's amazing. What moved you to create this fan club, though?
Sorry?
What moved you to create the fan club?
We organize ourselves through Facebook at first, and it's much easier to get people there. It's easier to gather them to say, just like our page, and you'll get news from us. So we're very social.
That's great. It's a great initiative. Now I want to talk to London because apparently Torsten didn't really have a choice but to become a Bayern fan. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
You totally misinterpreted that. It was still a choice.
Okay, tell me how it really was.
No, I mean, I would like to answer your question, which you raised to the Canadian fan club. I mean, how we are celebrating the games. For example, as we played against Dortmund in the DFB Cup, we organized a rickshaw tour. You know rickshaws?
Yeah.
You have, and in London, you have these pedicabs, where it's a mixture of a bike and a rickshaw, and we had like 10 rickshaws, and we drove through all London, and we're always shouting, Bayern München, ole! Bayern München, ole! Bayern München, ole! Oh, 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 oh. Bayern München, ole!
That's amazing.
So, and the thing was, we made a video of this, and even Bayern Munich retweeted us.
No
so,
way.
Make no mistake, even that we can't be in Munich, we are still with the team, and we give everything that we can.
That's what it's all about, right?
It is.
But what moved you to initiate a fan club in London? I would assume there's a lot of, not animosities towards you, but that there's a lot of other teams very, very present there.
Oh, it's an interesting question. Glad that you raised that. We are always meeting in the Bavarian beer house, which makes sense, basically.
Of course.
And at the time we were playing Arsenal, there were 5 or 6 guys from Arsenal sitting behind us. And we had a really fierce singing competition, who was actually the bad team. I mean, but it was all friendly, you know, even that we are a minority here, the other clubs basically, and especially the fans, they accept us, they appreciate when we are winning, of course, not when we are playing against them, although as we played Arsenal, yeah, it was still friendly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially when we went for a trip up to Manchester to take a part of the game against United in Champions League. I have to tell you that we were speaking with people out on the street, and every time we were speaking with Manchester people, they were saying, "You're gonna beat us badly." However, the game was 1-1, and even after the game, there was a good reception. We went to the local pub to see English people. We were received very nice and welcome. So I have to say that our brand is recognized as well and nice, and we are just working for it to be more worldwide, and that's what we're doing here, and it's working perfectly good.
That's amazing. I want to know a little bit about your story because you're Polish.
Yes, I am.
How does a Pole get to be
Well,
a Bayern
I
fan?
have, I have to tell you, well, there's just a story itself without any reason. When I was 14 or 15, I was just watching the Champions League final, and I have to bring it up again. I've seen the lost, and I've seen Sami Kufur pounding the floor, and the expression of his broken heart was such a big one. I could say, I have to give a credit for those guys. They gave everything for this. And this is the start of my story with Bayern. When within next 2 years we won the Champions League, and you can imagine there's no better feeling for a guy who's giving a credit to a losing side. Within 2 years, it's coming back for you with a best effort ever. We won the Champions League.
Yeah.
Oliver Kahn, Stefan Effenberg, and Giovanni Elber. Those people made up this feeling for me, and it continues. I came to London on my own, and I started googling, looking for German restaurants, pubs, whatever. I found this, and we are doing great. It doesn't get any better than this. Honestly, we are one family, we are one love, we are one friendship, and we do whatever it takes to bring up the Bayern Munich up to the top. That's it.
Such a great note to end this hangout on, because Robin is unfortunately not going to be able to make it anymore. But save those questions for the next time, because this is probably not the last time we've done this. If you were here, you could actually see Giovanni Elba, because he's playing right now, I think. So maybe you can catch the game somewhere on English TV. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. All the fans watching, even if you didn't participate in the hangout, thanks for submitting your questions and for watching. And remember to post your pictures on Facebook, Google+, Twitter in order to win this. You just need to use the hashtag FCBDay1, which is today, and you'll be in the raffle to win this shirt and this scarf. Thank you guys for watching.